And it's time for another segment of This Week in Wine Country, sponsored by the Finger Lakes Wine Country. For this episode, we went over to Cayuga Lake to visit Swedish Hill Vineyard and Winery. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of This Week in Wine Country, sponsored by the Finger Lakes Wine Country. Lori is here as always. Lori, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's our first segment of the new year.
And we're getting it started off right.
Tell us more about it. What's going on this week, the first week of 2017 in Wine Country?
Well, what I want to make sure that you all do is head over to the Corning Museum of Glass. You have 2 days left to see the exhibit called Fragile Legacy. It was the Blaschka family, a father and son, 100 years ago plus, created invertebrate creatures out of glass. It really is an amazing historic exhibit. You want to make sure you go.
I checked it out. It's pretty cool.
It is.
Very cool.
It is one of my favorite exhibits that they've had. Over at the Clemens Center, Monday night, you have the Comedy Club, and on Friday, you've got a jazz show with the Hot Sardines. So lots of culture to enjoy this first week of January.
Sounds like a lot of fun, Lori. And you know, we started off at some point in the fall last year going on location, so obviously we're on location again. We're going to continue doing that. So where are we today?
We are on Cayuga Lake. It's the first time we've been over to this part of Finger Lakes Wine Country, on Cayuga Lake at Swedish Hill Vineyards.
Fantastic. Well, let's learn a little more about Swedish Hill Vineyards.
Excellent.
All right, I'm joined now by Dave Peterson. He is the owner of Swedish Hill. Dave, thanks for joining us. And just give me a little bit of history about the place.
Well, we're entering our 31st year,
Okay.
So we've obviously been in the wine business a long time. We're a member of the Cayuga Wine Trail, which a lot of people don't realize is America's original and first wine trail.
How about that? And so, what kind of sets you guys apart from everyone else?
Well, I think every winery has its distinctive flair. Swedish heritage is one thing that's a little bit unique here. Where the Peterson family, my mom and dad started the winery. It's still a family business here. We do a lot of different types of wines, one of which we're going to talk about today, I believe, is our spiced glog wine, which is a winter specialty. But we're also very famous for our pet miniature donkey Doobie that a lot of people have remembered over the years and come back to see him.
Yeah, I can see there's a lot of Doobie, traces of Doobie in here.
Yep.
You know, with the stuffed animals and decorations like that. So I think you mentioned it just now, but what do we have in front of us here?
This is a very unique wine to the area. It's actually something that's normally served mulled. It's a traditional Swedish drink around the holidays, but makes a great skier's warm-up drink. It's a spiced wine. It's a red, sweeter wine, and the Swedes have a lot of different recipes of their own. In fact, our original glog was made from an extract imported from Sweden.
Okay.
Our winemakers now have worked out their own formula where we can use more locally sourced ingredients, but it has several spices in it: ginger, cardamom, cloves, and cinnamon.
And it's served warm.
Yes,
Great.
normally.
All right, let's give it a try here. Cheers. Oh, wow, that is amazing. I've never had this before. It's my first time, so it's very fantastic. Definitely encourage you to come check it out. And where are you guys located?
We're on Cayuga Lake toward the north end on the west side, and we're about 3/4 of the way up the lake.
All right, perfect. Dave, thank you so much. And for a list of events happening this week in Wine Country or for directions to Swedish Hill, head to our website, WENY.com, shortly after the show.